Practice on a short week like this one is critical. Every rep counts.
What do we got? Twist!
You didn't give us anything last week.
You don't have confidence in yourself.
Come on, let's go. This is what I do.
Okay, set and shoot.
That's better than 3. Don't shut the fuck up. All right, see, that's
Ready?
it.
Come on.
I respect it.
Okay, set and shoot. Come on. You got his head too. I got his head.
The unofficial official first capital of the United States, New York.
No, it ain't. What Mel always say? Because we in Miami.
Let's talk about the New York Jets. They're in our division. Okay? We know the importance of division games, and we were able to sweep a division opponent. But before you can sweep a division opponent this year, you have to beat them once. Okay? Before you can beat them twice. Yeah, see? Now, this team, they've been fighting through some fucking serious adversity. It does not seem like they're having a ton of fun. What does that mean? All right, well, they're going to try to have fun at your expense.
We're getting to that stretch of the season, okay? Belichick always made a big point, right? Once you get to Thanksgiving, okay, the football season is really starting, okay? So it all starts with the Jets this week.
When you play divisional games this time of year, they will be close. They will be a battle, okay? So do not, and you guys have done a hell of a job all year just going into that game with extreme focus and ready to be the most physical and dominant team. Same energy, same mentality's got to carry over Friday afternoon when we hit that arena. So everybody's going to eat this game. You got to trust me, okay? Hunting season is upon us. It really is. Let's get this thing started.
Hi everybody and welcome to MetLife Stadium on this Black Friday in East Rutherford, New Jersey, where this afternoon the Miami Dolphins at 7-3 will meet their arch rivals, the 4-6 New York Jets.
What's going on, everybody? Vin, what's going on? Michael, welcome back. Logan, what's going on? Been a couple weeks. You have a new Andy Acevedo guy that you're going to be trying to make a rainbow of in this product. And Supreme Judge, that list is not updated yet. I'm updating that right now. I just had to make it. I have to make a couple of extra updates to make sure we have everybody listed the way that they prefer to be listed on the side scroll. So the updated list is now in. Keep in mind that that list that report was run at about 8:40, so that's not going to it's not going to include everybody, but it's going to include everybody that was paid up through 8:40. So I'll try and run the report again in the background while we're starting this break, and if I can get it refreshed halfway through the break, I will do that. But there's going to be a lot of you who are not showing up there. So if your player has an X next to it, don't worry. That's just because the report ran a little bit early tonight because I wanted to make sure I got it done before I sent out invoices for break number 2 because I knew that was going to run right up to break time. Let's see. Yep, let me just check. Let's see. Tom Bowman is the list on the left old. Yeah, so everybody, just again, the list on the left was old until just now. I just updated it, so it's all good now. But it's going to have a lot of extra X's. Let's see, Logan.
Best to just laugh it off.
Thinking Pigney is your guy on this one? Well, I don't think we hit any color of Pigney last time, so maybe we'll start tonight. And then another under the radar Nats guy. Let's see, give me a heads up when your invoice. Give me a heads up when my invoice for break 2 is updated. Michael, it should have been updated about 10-15 minutes ago. So if you're not seeing that combined invoice, let me know, and I will go back in there and check what's going on. This is for break number 3. Did I title it right? Yeah, I think it looks like I titled it right. Yeah, break number 2 is last night. This is break number 3, and then we're gonna have break number 1 of half case jumbos. Let's see, Dylan Head was no, yeah. So Supreme Judge, again, the X's don't mean that they were unpaid. It just means that they hadn't paid through 8:40 when I ran the report. It was okay. If it was, yeah, you shouldn't be being charged for shipping if it was updated, because when I updated it, that all I do is take the shipping off. So let me just take a look at that again. You're not the only one exception there is Bob. If name Bobaho in on eBay. If he is in the live, he bought over 40 spots, so eBay won't let me combine that invoice. Michael, it looks like the invoice has a combined shipping. I'll send it one more time. All right, I just sent the combined invoice again for you, Michael. Yeah, so Bob, if you're here, I sent 40 items combined, so that's the first 40. Once you pay for that, I'll send the additional invoice with $0 shipping on that one. But eBay times out after 40 items, so it only let me combine those first 40. So once you pay that first invoice, I will send you the second invoice with 0 shipping. Just let me know when you've done that. Alright, let me try and catch up on the messages. Didn't even know there was multiple breaks tonight. Yep, this is break number 3 going on right now. Then we'll go back to the half case jumbo after this. You're in break 3 and you paid shipping in break 1 also tonight, but you're still being... Oh, okay, so you paid shipping. Okay, sorry, misunderstood that. Let me, I'll remove the shipping charge on that order. I thought you were saying there was... that was your full order.
Miami only leads by 3 points. Time for Tua and the offense to credit.
Alright, I just sent out that second invoice. So that you should have that invoice with no shipping on it now. Let's see if Jet Williams and Drew. Let me just scan through everything that hasn't been paid for yet and see if there's anything, since we are at 9:10 already, that would be manageable to resell that hasn't been paid for. It looks like yeah, let's see. Ooh, whoever asked about Dylan Head, he actually hasn't been paid for. So that I'll make that one available for $20, which actually seems pretty low. So yeah, Dylan Head available for $20 if anybody wants to pick up Dylan Head. I will give first shot to Supreme Judge since he did mention that. So Supreme Judge, let me know if you still want Dylan Head. That one will be $20. And besides that, we're gonna let me post let me post the leftover firsts. So leftover firsts that were not purchased in the auctions. Is that not paste? What is that? Send. Why is it not sending? There we go. Okay, so 8 total players for $10. Those are all firsts. I believe they all have autographs. And then the non-first prospects, there are 13 total. And there's the list. That is 13 players for $13. Logan taking the firsts. Logan, you got that. If anybody's not familiar, the PayPal and Venmo are in the top left corner of the screen for anybody who's picking up spots. Ooh, guys, hold on, I'm just catching up with the chat. Next time, request a new. This makes it easier. Yeah, actually, well, I actually have to go through manually either way. So even if you do send the requested invoice, I have to go through and click through manually. So I just click through it the entire list, so it doesn't really make much of a difference if you request an invoice or not for me. Okay, Supreme's gonna pass, but Darren is gonna take Dylan Head. So Darren, you got it. Darren, you got it. Let me just cancel that order on eBay. And then we will get things started. Quicker than last night. We got some Hard Knocks Dolphins on in the background tonight instead of a live game. All right, Dylan Head is cleared for you, Darren. All right, guys, let's get started. The only thing that's still left over or unpaid for is the leftover prospect slot. Again, that's 13 players for $13. If you scroll up a little bit in the chat, the list is there. It has Alex Ramirez, Anthony Gutierrez, Ariel Castro, Blaze Jordan, Daverson Gutierrez, Marion Boyd, Gabriel Gonzalez, Gavin Cross, Jesus Baez, Jonathan Mejia, Michael Arroyo, Mikey Romero, and William Bergola. Logan, I got that payment from you. Thank you. And let's pick our boxes. So I actually got 2 more cases in today, but I want to try and finish off this case from yesterday first. If anybody was in the breaks yesterday, we had a very slow first break with not a lot of color autos, and then the second break made up for it. The second break made up for it with a ton of colored autos, ton of big names. Auto of Paul Skeen was the last one of the night. We had gold, we had a speckle of Rigo. Couple nice hits for Mariners prospects as well. Darren, I got that payment as well. Just getting the gloves on, then we'll choose our boxes. So we have 3 boxes to choose from. Who was the gold, not gold speckle, there was a gold and a speckle of Rigo from the Yankees. I think that's his name. Let's see. If you don't mind me asking, where do we get our cases from? This first case, actually, I said last night it was from Dave and Adams. I checked the invoice after. The first case was from Steel City, and then the second 2 cases that we got were from Midwest. Is that what it's called? Yeah. All right, yeah. We're choosing the boxes, so 1, 2, and 3. Looks like Logan said the first one on the left is going to be one of them. I'll let one more person choose a box. Number 2 or 3, which one do we want to rip? We actually also have one box that was in this group that was straight from Topps. So we have a Steel City case and 1 Topps box that we've been breaking so far. Middle and left. All right. And we have our boxes. Let's see. Ooh, lots of messages. Tommy Troy Superfractor auto pulled today. Michael says. Yeah, Rock Rigo was the guy that we pulled the gold and the speckle of last night, both autos. Isn't there just 2 boxes left? Yeah, Kaboom. So that's what I was just mentioning. There was 1 box from Topps, and then on top of that, I had the case from Steel City. So that's why there's 3 boxes instead of 2 left. At this point, I don't know which one was the Topps box versus which came in the case. All right. We are ready to go. All right, good luck, everybody. You just grab a bag to put the. I should do it in here. Let's see. Awesome, Kaboom. Dave, good luck to you. We are underway tonight. This is the only break that I forgot to change the text in the message, so all paper cards are going to ship for this break to the spots that you guys purchased. So if you bought the Max Clark spot, then his papers will ship to you as well. The following break, we will be shipping all the papers, all the base papers, as one lot, and then the color papers will go to the spots for each player. Dave, have you broken with us before? Everybody was calling for the left one. They'll see. So that means we'll leave the hot box for the second one. Let's see. Can you take? Oh yeah, the first are still available. The non-first are still available for Joe. So Joe, those are good to go to you.
It's a heartbreaking blow. Teams are like family.
So Joe, good. You're good for that. Let me just add that to our spreadsheet, and then we will open up the first pack.
Is to keep playing like a pro.
Let's see. All right. Chris says got Rock Rigo in the second break. In the second break tonight. Well, we'll see if we can continue our Rock Rigo hot streak from last night. All right, going bottom pack first. If I remember correctly from last night, the bottom packs are our Chrome Refractor packs, but all of the autos were in the top packs. Like last night, we're just going to scan through the papers quickly, just to make sure there's nothing hidden in there, and only show the color paper cards. We're starting off chromes in this one with Xavier Isaac, Drew Hackenberg. If everybody's okay with doing it the way that we did it in break number 2 tonight, I'm going to only penny sleeve live in the break, first rounders, and big hits. So if there's anything that you see that you want me to sleeve up that I didn't already penny sleeve up, let me know and I'll make sure to do that. But everything will be sleeved up before it gets shipped out to you that is chrome-wise. So we have a Grayson hit, Jerron Watts-Brown, Camden Menachi, there's Tommy Troy, Tanner Hall, Colt Emerson, a few first-rounders already, Kiner Delgado, Mike Bove, Luis Angel Acuna, Zach Levinson, Jason Cherio, Jonah Cox, Ryan Clifford, Grant Taylor, Wyatt Huttapole, Joe Whitman, Patrick Riley, Seth Keener. We have a green grass coming up, so they kept the green grass in this one. Jacob Wilson, draft night, and the green grass is a first. Travis Honeyman, number 3 of 99, green grass insert. That is the third rounder, 90th overall, number 3 of 99. Our first color hit of the night goes to Travis Honeyman. Let's see. Let me just catch up with the chat. Ooh, a lot of messages. Steve, let's have a killer break indeed. Saw Leighton pulled like 4 gold nuggets today. What? Wait, what's a gold nugget, Mike? Let's see. Petita. Who's Charlie? I'm still familiarizing myself with this draft class. What's the last name? Heard that Matt Shaw Super is hitting in this break. Let's do it. Was in the okay. That sounds familiar now. The Ethan Hearn guy. How's Hearn doing nowadays? Dave's chasing Texas Tech players. No Texas Tech in this product. Cubs only. Honestly, no, it's not a huge name or anything. Just looking for some Paul Wilson autos. Last player you need from Detroit in autos already, Steve. The printing plate was right after the paper. You were correct. Oh, okay, good to know. We'll keep an eye out there. No color paper in the first one, in the first top pack. We are going to see our first auto, though. Starting off with a Hunter Haas in this pack. Gabriel Gonzalez, Quinn McDaniel, Jace Young, Yasser Mercedes. There's a Chase Davis, Yoendry Vargas. We hit a paper number to 10 of Yoendry last night. Noble Meyer, Travis Honeyman back on the board. Alex Ramirez, Christian Campbell. All of our refractors, starting here with a Zach Levinson, Jason Cherio, Jonah Cox, Ryan Clifford, Grant Taylor, Wyatt Huttapole, Joe Whitman, Patrick Riley. Our first auto is going to be a base again tonight, and it is Brock Vradenberg, third rounder, 78th overall for the Marlins. We have a Tommy Troy Transformative Talent and a Wyatt Langford Draft Picks and Prospects insert. All right, let's get all this stuff sleeved up. Noble Meyer, Chase Davis, Colt Emerson. Got that teal wave Colt Emerson auto last night. It was definitely one of our nicer hits in break number 2. Brock Vradenberg, our first auto of the night. Our refractors, Patrick Riley, Joe Whitman, Wyatt Huttapole, Grant Taylor, Jonah Cox, and Zach Levinson. And on to pack number 2. Moving things along tonight. Let's see. Nugget is the SSP. Believe in this. I have to Google that after and see what that looks like. Hearn is terrible, but you have a lot of them. Well, hopefully it's time to turn it around this season. You have a ton of Akil Badu. Ooh, I pulled a yellow rookie of Akil Badu out of Bowman 2020. Was that 2021 or 2020 Bowman? Probably 2021 Bowman Chrome. It was one of my first favorite cards that I had, and yeah, that card has only gone down in value since I've held on to it. No color in the paper in the bottom pack again here. We have a Michael Arroyo, Brock Vradenberg, Gavin Cross, Luke Keeschel, Alfredo Duno. By the way, if I'm still pronouncing any of these names wrong, feel free to correct me in the chat. Still learning a lot of these names. Jacob Gonzalez, first rounder for Chicago, and Manuel Bonilla. Wyatt Langford, one of the big chases in the product. Cole Schoenwetter, Maui Ahuna, TJ Nichols, Cole Foster, Jacob Berry, Mac Horvath. Oh, let's leave him. He's an early second rounder for the Orioles. Hao Yu Lee, Charlie Soto. Is that the Charlie we were talking about before? Who mentioned that before? Petita, is that your brother? Hans Moreno, Montero, Hurston Waldrop, Luis Guanipa, and Blake Mitchell. Some good names in that. Charlie Soto, there we go, draft night. So a couple Charlie Sotos in that one, and we have a blue first chrome of CJ Kifus. Number 2 of 150. So we have number 3 green on Honeyman and number 2 blue on CJ Kifus. Third rounder, 93rd overall. So I think we had 90th overall and 93rd overall in color. I'm going to leave that middle for the first big auto hit of the night. Sleeve up the first rounders from the first half of that pack. We have Blake Mitchell, Waldrop, Charlie Soto, Horvath, who we hit our first numbered auto of in break 1 last night, and Jacob Gonzalez. If anybody's college basketball fans, McNeese State, team to watch this year. Very talented mid-major, playing another really good game tonight. It's another one I'm tracking tonight. Speaking of nuggets, dropping some college basketball nuggets in our breaks. Oh, we have a backwards Cam Collier. Is there anything weird about that it's backwards? I'm going to keep that to the side just in case that's like a weird paper SSP, even though I don't think that's ever been a thing. But if anybody knows if that's the regular Cam Collier, I'll just put it aside, but in case that's some kind of an image variation or something, for now I'll put it to the side. We have a Max Clark on the board for the first time in Chrome, Carlson Reed, Connor Burns, Nelson Rada, Ethan O'Donnell, Dylan Questad, Tommy Hawk, Samuel Munoz, there's Paul Wilson, Conley Early, Brady Smith. Going to our refractors, we have Cade Denton. There's Rock Rigo again in color. Getting a refractor of him already. Christian Vaccaro, Joe Redfield, Samuel Zavala, Garrett Forrester, Mikey Romero. We're going to have another base here. Johnny Farmello, nice refractor there. And Justin Reimer, base auto. Adrian Santana, transformative talent. And Tommy Troy, draft picks and prospects. So Justin Reimer, base auto, is our second one for the Boston prospect. See, Reimer, the 4th rounder, 133rd overall for Boston. Let's top load our Max Clark. First hit of the night from Max Clark, 3rd pick. Let's check what's going on in the chat. Do we do this? Logan, I do not do this full time. This is a part-time thing for me. Definitely not close to being able to do it full time either. Petita, glad we can get a couple on the board from him. You'd say Juan was your brother if you had Soto as the last name, especially with what he's going to get paid again next year. My college basketball team, Logan, is Gonzaga. Always almost good enough. Anybody know if the drafted guys not in this set are going to be? Yeah, most of the time, Steve. That is what they do. They usually keep the 2nd overall pick as the headliner for 2024 Bowman. So speculation is that's what they're doing with Cruz. The only time that didn't happen was with Jack Leiter, and I think it's still a mystery to the hobby what happened with Jack Leiter and why we never got autographs of him. Jackson Merrill Chrome. Hunter Holland. I think somebody said Hunter Holland's had a really good start to his minor league career, so we'll penny sleeve that one. Jaden Ham. Jack Weniger. Amarian Boyd. Brock Roden. Kevin Parada. Spencer Nivens. Josue DePaula. Homer Bush. There's our first Dylan Head, Camilo Diaz, Kevin Sim, Deanne Jorge, Luke Schleger, Lucas Gordon, Alex Clemmie, Jesus Baez. I think there's an extra green outline on that card that isn't normally there. Jay Bashirs, we have our first stained glass coming up behind Cole Young, and that is Dylan Head again. So Dylan Head stained glass, and we have a Devin Saltabond. Was somebody asking about Devin Saltabond earlier? Speckle there, not numbered refractor, but a refractor on the board for Saltabond. Let's see. Jeff, the list that's on the side, I ran the report for about 20 minutes before the break because I had to do invoicing for break number 2 of the night. So that list is a little bit behind. So anybody who's labeled an X on that was most likely just paid for closer to 9 o'clock and not unpurchased. Normally I run that report about 5 to 10 minutes before the beginning of the break, so I can capture as much as possible, but had to run it a little bit earlier than normal this time, so we could get it in the up on the screen, but also be able to get the invoices out for break number 2. There we go. First color paper card of the break. It is a first, and it's Hunter Holland, number 94 of 199, and I think what we were calling yesterday the watermelon card. The aqua and fuchsia paper. Nice hit for Hunter Holland. 3rd rounder. We have an Emmett Olson, Alberto Rios, Drew Jones. Put the papers in the wrong spot. Michael Carrico, Roman Anthony, Jake DeLeo, Christian Apor, Andrew Walters, Christopher Torin, Bryce Eldridge. I think Topps listed Eldridge first round or 16th overall. Yeah, Topps listed him as one of the top 10 chases in the product on Instagram today. Dernish Valdez, Rainer Arias refractor, Chase Davis refractor, nice hit there. Yoendry Vargas, Noble Meyer refractor, Travis Honeyman, Alex Ramirez, Christian Campbell, Luis Angel Acuna, Joe Vetrano, our third autograph of this box, and it's our third base auto of the box. So starting off today like we started off yesterday with these supers, Jackson Chourio, Transformative Talent, and Jackson Holiday prospects, draft picks and prospects. Let's see what's going on. Oh man, lots of chat tonight. I love it. Making it hard for me to keep up. We have that Vetrano sleeved up. Meb chasing Homer. Meb, I like the Homer Bush chase. Is that all because your son hit him with a pitch, or you like him as a prospect too? On your rival Padres, double rival Padres, I guess. Now that you're a D-backs and a Rockies guy. Chase a few others. When price settles, says Meb. Daryl says you'll take it. Which hit did we just get for you, Daryl? We'll sleeve up that Hunter Holland. We'll put that Hunter Holland up here for now. Let's put it on the side and still save that middle spot for our first big auto hit. All right, Christian Campbell, Honeyman on the board with a refractor for the second time. Noble Meyer and Bryce Eldridge. Let's see. Mep says Braden Taylor is a local kid, but you'll wait for him. Well, we hit his base auto last night. Waldrop paid for in the second break. Jeff, I have it. I invoiced the second break right before this break started, so I didn't get a chance to see what's been paid for over the last 40 minutes since we started ripping here. Your .02 is Langford, light years ahead of his draft class, and we'll see Langford playing for the World Series champs next year. Homer's legit. Yeah, Matt, I think Homer's a guy that I'm going to PC as well down the line at some point. Get a Langford glass auto. Ooh, there's stained glass autos. That's awesome. Can't wait to see one of those. Ooh, we have an insert refractor at the bottom of this. I also mentioned this at the very end of the break last night, but I've been I kept saying that I was going to PC Davison De Los Santos, and I never really started my collection. But then when I saw him get picked in the Rule 5 draft yesterday or this week, I started the PC. So if anybody has any Davison De Los Santos cards that they're willing to part with, I'm a buyer in that market for sure. We have an Anthony Gutierrez, Chase Jaworski. We'll see what he does for the Guardians this year after getting chosen in the Rule 5. We'll see if he stays in the majors all year. Nathan Detmer, Jackson Baumeister, Carlos Jorge, Teddy McGraw, Philip Abner, Hero Wyatt, Chris Clark, Trey Morgan, Jake Cunningham, Jet Williams, Eric Batoni, Brian Acuna, Colton Ledbetter, Marcelo Mayer, Kemp Alderman, Ludwig Espinoza. There's Braden Taylor. Speaking of, Ethan Salas. We have the Wyatt Langford Draft Night insert, and our insert refractor is Colt Emerson. Colt Emerson refractor, draft picks and prospects insert, and that one is number 230 of 250. Jeff. Will do on that one. Let's see. Time to hit some color. Yeah, I know. It's been slow in a couple of these breaks with the color autos. Let's see. Zags are a solid team. Can imagine they're a fun team. Yeah, it has been for the last 20 or 25 years that I've been a fan. Always disappointment at the end of March, but they always make it a fun run. Logan, who's your college team? Let's see. Oh, you're there. You said it right after that. South Carolina, surprisingly decent. Yeah, they seem like they're off to a good start this season. Can't tell yet if there's color there. Let's scan through these papers. I actually like South Carolina. I mean, I like them because they've been outperforming spreads, so that's always good. We have a sky blue paper. It's Camilo Diaz, number 344 of 499. Camilo Diaz, sky blue paper. We have a Levi Wells, Christian Knapzik, Colson Montgomery, Jace Vorfin, Jacob Cravey, Xander Muth, Jason Woodward, Jack Mahoney, Connor Halloran, Cade Morris, Jason Savacool. Getting to our refractors, Elijah Green, another Joe Vitrano. Have a base auto of him now in a refractor, Garrett Bowman, Landon Mardeau, Austin Trozer. I looked at his stats last night. We pulled in a blue wave auto of him. He's pitched 1 minor league inning, 3 strikeouts. So that infinite, or the 27 Ks per 9 innings, looking good on his stat line. Jackson Wiggins, Wyatt Crowell, and Kiefer Lord. Our next auto is going to be a 4th base auto, so we're looking like we're going to have another one of those boxes. Jake DeLeo base auto. I think we have a Jake DeLeo guy here who's been buying them in all our auctions, so in that case, congrats to the DeLeo spot. Cam Collar, transformative talent, and Jacob Wilson, draft picks and prospects. Slow on the autos in a couple of the boxes in this case, color-wise, that is. Sleeve up our refractors and our Camilo sky blue paper.
There's no position harder to play in all of sports than NFL quarterback. Those beautiful spirals are a kind of art. But they're the result.
See if we could break that streak with the last pack of the box. Let's see, Rule 5s have to stay in the bigs for the entire year, Darren, or if they have to send them back to the original team. Neb definitely saying they're going to keep them up. Let's see. Kevin, nothing unsold. I actually didn't even see anything unsold through the first half of the second break, so we'll see what happens in the second one. Any big Brandon Winokur yet? Nope, nothing yet. Andrew? Mev, how does the minor league portion of it work? I didn't really understand that. I was trying to look into it, but I didn't really understand what the minor league portion is. So he has to stay in the big leagues. Yeah, and then what if you're drafted in the minor league part? What do you have to do in order to stay with the team? Didn't know he is built like a 30 home run guy. Yeah, for sure. De Los Santos, I think we're still talking about. Gonzaga's already beat the Orangemen. Vin, it's looking like another tough season. Well, without Boeheim for Syracuse. Syracuse, Louisville, Notre Dame, those traditional programs having a tougher time. I'm going top pack first here because I want to see a color auto, and I think it's going to happen. So first time we rip a top pack first, and it looks like we may have a green auto coming up, finally. Finally getting some color on the board. We have a Grant Taylor first, Wyatt Huddapole, Joe Whitman, Patrick Riley, Seth Keener, Zach Thornton, Tayshawn Walton, Jonathan Mejia, Devin Saltabon, William Bergola, Carson Rockefeller, Luis Almeida refractor, Colin Huck, Mets first rounder refractor. Wilben Francisa, Jack Hurley, Jackson Churio, Sabin Sabalos, Justin Crawford, Justin Reimer. The green is in the auto spot. It is, I have no idea what team border this is, Ralphie Velasquez. Is he an auto only? I don't think I've seen any other cards with Ralphie Velasquez. Catcher for the Guardians, Matt Shaw and Enrique Bradfield Jr. on the inserts. So our first color auto of the night goes to Ralphie Velasquez. He is a first rounder, 23rd overall. I'm assuming he's got to be in the base checklist if he's 23rd overall, so that is a nice hit there. Green first round auto. That'll go right in that spot that I've been keeping for him. Front and center there. We got Reimer, Sabalos, Churio, Hurley, and Huck. So, not sure either on the minor side, but they don't come back. They're usually just gone. Got it. Yankees lost like 7 guys from the minors. You're a Yankees fan and a Giants fan. Live 20 minutes from Syracuse. Chris, you're pretty close to Vin. Did you guys say you knew each other? Ralphie's a bit of a chase. Interesting. So is he some kind of an SP outside of his autos? People are paying for Ralphie. All right. Well, good, really good hit then for the Ralphie spot. Another thing to bring up. Did you guys catch that they're going to be doing a 3-day series of top minor leaguers playing against each other during spring? That's going to be like a separate like showcase event. They announced it today, and they're going to be doing like a whole fan fest sort of thing around it, where they're going to be doing autographs after the game. It's going to be, from what I understand, players like biggest prospects traveling with their teams while the major league team plays against the other team, and then they're going to do a separate showcase of all of the top prospects from one team against all of the top prospects from the team that they're playing against. Seems like a very interesting thing that almost makes me want to go down to Florida or Arizona and check it out this year. Hopefully they'll be telecasting some of those games, because that's definitely something I'd like to check out. Rainer Arias, Paul Skeens on the board for the first time, the first overall pick. Cole Miller, Adrian Santana, first rounder, 31st overall. Daverson Gutierrez, Cole Carrig, Cam Collier, CJ Kaifus, Roderick Arias, Cam Fisher. We have, is that yellow in the back in our refractor? I wasn't sure if that was going to be yellow on the stained glass or on that refractor, but it looks like it's on the chrome refractor. Brooks Lee, Nathan Zanatello, Drew Gilbert, Max Anderson, Ariel Castro, Matt Shaw, 13th overall for the Cubbies, Felton Celestin, Jacob Wilson, first rounder for the A's, Hunter Owen, Marcus Brown. We have a Matt Shaw glass. And then our yellow refractor is a first, and it's a hitter, and it's our second Tyshawn Watson yellow in this case. We had a yellow vapor yesterday, or no, a yellow lunar crater yesterday, and now we have a true yellow, numbered 68 of 75 on the Tyshawn Walton. Nice low numbered hit there. Let's see, we got Jacob Wilson. Alright, I'm going to sleeve these up. We're going to shift to box number 2. I'm going to shift some of these cards over to the side so we have room to open up the cards and put them to the side from box number 2. Let's top load our Paul Skeens first overall pick. Let's see. Nice. Vin and Chris. Couple friends from around Syracuse in the hobby. Ralphie is auto only. Interesting that they would have made a first round draft pick an auto only. Does he have base autos, or is he going to be just like a short print color auto only? In that case, that would be a really sweet hit.
Season is crucial. That means celebrating every score and enjoying the roller coaster.
Hey, get up. Get up. We ain't using the solar train around here.
All right, going to shift these cards over, then we'll get to box number 2. We have one color auto on the board so far, and it's that Ralphie. See if we can increase that number by a lot in the second one. All right, and up to box number 2. He has base autos and classic 2023 autos, so plenty of autos of Ralphie, but no base cards. Very interesting. I don't remember. Has anybody else have they ever done that with anybody else before? That was a first rounder. We have box number 2. This is the one that everyone was asking about. This is that left box, so hopefully it's our hot box of the night. We have pack 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 out of our second and final super of break number 1 tonight.
10 years ago, he was a junior staffer on the Washington team.
This is the hot box that Logan's calling. Let's see, Joe Hartsock, are you still in the chat? I'd expect you would be all over those prospect games in Arizona. Let's see how we're gonna start off Logan's hot box. We're gonna call it. No color in the first bottom pack of the papers. Starting off the chromes, we have a Cade Cooler, second round, 70th overall. Andrew Lindsay, AJ Ewing, James Wood, Cooper Ingle, Lazaro Montes, Andrew Pinkney. There we go. There's Logan's guy. Hot box for Logan so far in the chromes. Termar Johnson, Brandon Winokur, Davison De Los Santos, Zach Thornton, there's Tayshawn Walton again, Jonathan Mejia, Devin Saltaban, William Bergola, Carson Rockefort, Brooks Lee. We have a green coming up here, looks like a true green this time, Nazan Zanatello, Drew Gilbert, Max Anderson, draft night of Paul Skeens, and green is Roderick Arias, numbered 79 of 99 for the Yankees international signing from 2022. Let's go right to the top half of this box. Of this pack. See if we can start off well with the autos in this one. We have another green and red. I think this is going to be numbered to 10 paper. It is a first this time. Cole Schoenwetter, number 4 of 10. So we have 2 of these numbered to 10 papers in this case. Schoenwetter is the 105th overall pick for the Reds. So a couple of Reds paper multicolor paper hits. Holland and Schoenwetter. Christian Campbell base. Luis Angel Acuna. Zach Levinson. Jason Churio. Jonah Cox. Ryan Clifford. Grant Taylor. Wyatt Huddapole. Joe Whitman. Patrick Riley. Seth Keener. Jackson Churio refractors. Sabin Sabalos. Justin Crawford. Justin Reimer, Elijah Green, Joe Vitrano. I think we saw this collation once of refractors already. Garrett Bowman, Landon Margeau, and we are going to start with a base auto again, and it's going to be Grayson Hitt, who I think we hit in the first break as well. Cam Collier and Wyatt Langford inserts. So Grayson Hitt, our first auto hit of Super Jumbo box number 2. Bowman, Margeau, Vitrano, Justin Reimer, Sabin Sabalos, and Jackson Churio. And then let's not sleeve up that Schoenwetter so we get that one in there nice and safely. Congrats on the Schoenwetter spot, getting a card numbered to 10. We'll stack those two on the stand together. The two multicolor papers. Let's see, the only color auto we have so far was when I opened the top half of the pack first. So let's try and recreate that. Can we recreate that magic? I don't think so. I think we might have another base auto here. No color in the papers. Dernish Valdez. There's another Dylan Head. Second chrome on the board for him. Camilo Diaz. Kevin Sim. Deanne Jorge. Luke Schleger. Lucas Gordon. Alex Clemmie. Jesus Baez. Jay Bashirs. Cole Young. Brandon Mayea. On the refractor. Rhett Lauder. Isaiah Coupet. Ty Pete, Luis Almeida, Colin Huck, Welbin Francisa, Jack Hurley, and Spencer Nivens base auto. Matt Shaw and Jackson Holliday prospect process. I feel like we're seeing a lot of repeats so far in this box.
He's getting the start in place of injured Jalen Phillips. It's a giant opportunity, a chance to make a name for himself.
There we go, Nivens base auto. So far, we're gonna have to pick it up to make this one a hot box. Hurley, nice second refractor hit for Huck. Ty Pete, Isaiah Coupet, and Rhett Lauder. Top 10 pick for the Reds, I believe. 7th overall. We hit 2 autos of him in break number 1 last night. Let's see. Not sure on the first rounders. Khalil Watson had base cards. Beb saying, guess you might go to Arizona after all. Noticing that HTA boxes have a lot more color. Yeah, somebody made that comment last night too. And then we hit a ton of cards and a ton of color in the second break. So we'll see what happens in this one. HTA has been awesome. Loaded boxes, it seems. Almost always 3 of 3 color. Well, all right, we might have to get involved in that. May have to try and find a way to get some HTAs involved in our breaks then. I never even looked, because HTAs are typically pretty hard to break on eBay. I don't even know how much HTAs cost. Alright, we have a Jackson Holliday base. Chrome, Nolan McLean, Spencer Jones, Dylan Campbell, Brady House, Kendall George, Yanquiel Fernandez, Sean Sullivan, Coleman Picard, Hunter Haas, Gabriel Gonzalez, Quinn McDaniel, Jace Young, Yasser Mercedes, Chase Davis back on the board, Yoandre Vargas, Noble Meyer, Travis Honeyman, Alex Ramirez. We have a mood ring. So this is either one of the mood rings came out of the Topps box, or this is our second mood ring of the case. And this one is Jacob Gonzalez. Really cool looking mood ring on that one. Braden Taylor on the draft night, and we have a, looks like a teal wave of Tanner Hall. I think we hit another teal wave Tanner Hall last night. Number 36 of 125. Nice hit for the Tanner Hall spot for the 114th pick for the Twins.
No need for booze. Miami's speed is enough to make you dizzy.
Let's top load the mood ring since it may be a case hit. Noble Meyer, Chase Davis, and Jackson Holiday will give the penny sleeve to. And let's get that mood ring up on a stand there. All right, on to pack number 3. Let's see. Saw an HTA with 3 base in a pack. 3 base in a pack today, says Mab. And HTA exclusives shouldn't count. Saw a couple Mab, but they've been mostly color loaded from what Daryl's seen. Hit a 1 of 1 HTA exclusive in the values, and the value's way low. Interesting. Such a high risk, especially player breaks. Yeah, for sure, Logan. That's why we typically avoid it. I like to make sure everybody at least gets something. HTA probably better as a team break. Yeah, that's probably the right call, Daryl. Looked like all the green went to HTA. All right, let's move on to pack number 3. Looks like we have a fuchsia vapor here, or a fuchsia, not vapor, fuchsia lunar crater, as they call it. All right, we have a Jackson Merrill, Hunter Holland, Jaden Ham, Jack Weniger, Amarian Boyd, Brock Roden, Kevin Parada, Spencer Nivens, Josue DePaula, Homer Bush. There's another Max Clark, Carlson Reed, Connor Burns, Nelson Rada, Ethan O'Donnell, Dylan Questad, Tommy Hawk, Samuel Munoz, Paul Wilson, Conley Early, Max Clark, Bowman draft night, and a first on the fuchsia, and it's a Mike Bove, numbered 58 of 199, Bove on the fuchsia lunar crater. Nice looking card there. Sleeve up our Roden and our Hunter Holland and our Max Clark. We'll give the top load. I'm going to save the last 3 autos until the end of the break. Let's go the last 3 bottom packs first. We'll see our color refractors, but we'll save our autos for the end and hope we can keep the biggest hits of the break. Although it does sound like that Ralphie Velasquez could be potentially hit of the break. No color in that one. We're starting this pack with a Jack Hurley, Jackson Churio, Saban Sabalos, Justin Crawford, Justin Reimer, Elijah Green, Joe Vitrano, Garrett Bowman, Landon Mardeau, Austin Trozer, Dylan Questad, Tommy Hawk, back-to-back packs for those guys, Samuel Munoz, Paul Wilson, Conley Early, Brady Smith, TJ Nichols, Cole Foster, Jacob Berry, and Matt Horvath. We have a draft night Wyatt Langford and a lunar of Jay Bashirs, not numbered on the lunar refractor, but a refractor first for Bashirs. What's the biggest hit that everybody's got so far in the last 2 days of breaking these products? All 2 days of breaking these products. Let's see. Said that the Mood Ring is probably most valuable card so far. Said that the Mood Ring is probably the most valuable card so far. Well, it's a big name. I'd say the Ralphie Velasquez, though, based on what people were saying about him also potentially being an auto only. What was the nice hit for you, John? All right, final bottom pack of this break. No paper in the bottom of this one. No paper in any of the bottom. No color paper in any of the bottoms. We have Xavier Isaac in chrome. Drew Hackenberg, Grayson Hitt, Jerron Watson Brown, Camden Minacci, Tommy Troy back on the board. Tanner Hall, Colt Emerson, Kiner Delgado, Mike Bove, Emmett Olson, Alberto Rios, Drew Jones. Looks like we're going to have a purple refractor in this one. Michael Carrico, Roman Anthony, Jake DeLeo, Christian Apor, Andrew Walters, Christopher Torin, Bryce Elridge, Noble Meyer on the glass refractor, and the purple first is Zach Thornton, number 108 of 250 for the Mets prospect on the refractor. That is the Mets' 5th rounder. Noble Meyer glass and a bunch of first rounders in this pack. Eldridge, Emerson, Tommy Troy, and Drew Hackenberg. Let's see our final 3 top halves of packs, final 3 autos. We'll see if we can surpass that Mood Ring and Ralphie Velasquez as the hit of the break so far. And then we're going to switch it over to some jumbos. See what we can pull quality-wise in the jumbos versus these supers that we've been pulling in our first 3 breaks. Looks like we're going to have a blue wave, so we'll get a second color auto. We have a, scanning through the papers, looks like we have a Christian Campbell. Christian Campbell, number 71 of 199 on the teal fuchsia watermelon paper. Brady Smith, TJ Nichols, Cole Foster, Jacob Berry, another Matt Horvath, Hao-Yu Lee. There's another Charlie Soto, Hans Montero, Hurston Waldrop, Luis Guanipa, Blake Mitchell, Lazaro Montes refractor. There's an Andrew Pinckney refractor, so we got color on the board for Logan, sorry. Termar Johnson, Brandon Winokur, Davison De Los Santos, Ty Floyd, Samuel Basallo on the board for the first time, Enrique Bradfield Jr. on the board for the first time in a refractor, and we have a blue wave auto of Padre or Pirate, Pirate Garrett Forrester, third base prospect. He is third rounder, 73rd overall. Colin Huck and Jacob Gonzalez on the inserts. So blue Garrett Forrester, Pirate prospect, getting our second colored auto hit of this break. Got the Enrique Bradfield Jr., the Basallo first non-auto Bowman card, so I'll give that the sleeve live in the break. Ty Floyd, Brandon Winokur, Andrew Pinckney, Blake Mitchell, they're finally making that hot box a hot box, Logan. Let's see. The Dylan Campbell Green Grass. Dylan Campbell Green Grass. What about a Dylan Campbell Green Grass? Are we trying to call a shot? Soto, Horvath, and the Christian Campbell. We'll give that one the top load. Nice looking Christian Campbell watermelon, and two more packs to come. Looks like we might be back to a base auto on this one. No color in the papers. Jason Savacool, base chrome, Jake Cunningham, Jet Williams. There's Eric Batoni, Ryan Acuna, Colton Ledbetter, Marcelo Mayer, Kemp Alderman, Ludwig Espinoza, Braden Taylor, Ethan Salas, Yanquiel Fernandez, Sean Sullivan, Coleman Picard, Chad Cooler, Andrew Lindsay, AJ Ewing, James Wood, Cooper Ingle, and a base auto of Matt Shaw. There we go. Wyatt Langford and Paul Skeens on the inserts, but we have a first round auto there for the Cubs first rounder. 13th overall there for the Cubs. Matt Shaw base auto. So getting a big name on the board there. We actually have two first rounders on the board now with Ralphie Velasquez and Matt Shaw both hitting autos. Getting a diverse display back there. First big base auto hit of this break in the second last pack of the break. Sleeve up the refractors and that Taylor first rounder. Congrats on the Matt Shaw spot. Who had the Matt Shaw spot? Is that Kaboom? Alright, final pack of the break. I will recap the hits after this one, and then we'll be heading over shortly to break number 2. We have a sky blue paper of Xander Muth as our paper refractor in this one, number 263 of 499, Xander Muth sky blue. Colton Ledbetter, Marcelo Mayer, Kemp Alderman, Ludwig Espinoza, another Braden Taylor, Ethan Salas, another Max Clark, I think the third one on the board for him, Carlson Reed, Connor Burns, Nelson Rada, Ethan O'Neill. Getting into the refractors, we have a Samuel Zavala, Garrett Foster to add to his Blue Wave auto, Mikey Romero, Johnny Farmello refractor, Rainer Arias, Zach Levinson, Luis Angel Acuna, Christian Campbell, and the final auto is going to be another base auto. So the blue wave and the green, the only auto hits of this one, Christian Campbell, and behind that, another Christian Campbell base auto. Jackson Turio and Chase Davis inserts behind that. Let's sleeve up the Christian Campbell, and let's sleeve up the rest of these hits. Then we'll recap the hits of the break tonight. So I think the first break yesterday, we only had one color auto out of 2 supers. The second one, we hit, I think, 5 or 6 color autos out of 2 supers. And this one, we ended up with 2. So definitely a little bit all over the place with how Topps package these. Some supers have a ton, and some supers don't have much at all in terms of color autos. Max Clark on the top load. Third base chrome of him, I believe. And let's see. Is there a stained glass SP? I think somebody was saying that there are stained glass autos. I would assume there's also stained glass numbered cards. Break 2, then break 1, then break 4 jumbo draft. Yeah, so the jumbo half caser is going to be at 10:30. Right after I do this recap, I'm going to log off of this stream and start a separate stream that's going to have that second break. Logan. Well, we'll see what's in that last box in our let's see, probably our Sunday break actually. All right, let's do the recap. All right, recapping the hits from this one. Ooh. Let's see. Break 2, then break... Oh, so Jason, it's because break 2... Wait. I'm confused about what you're saying, Jason. They're numbered... There. Looks like Chris said there are numbered stained glasses. Jason, we ran break 1 and break 2 of supers... 2 super breaks last night. Tonight we started with break 3 of 2 supers, and our following break is going to be break 1 of half case jumbos. So that's why we're going 1, 2, 3, and then back to 1 rather than to 4. If that's what the question is, I'm not exactly sure what you're asking. Max Clark Chrome cards going for 10 to 15 each so far. Sounds like a good opportunity. All right. Starting off the recap, Wyatt Langford base chrome, Brock Bradenberg base auto, Max Clark base chrome, Xander Muth sky blue paper, Christian Campbell base auto, Christian Campbell on the watermelon paper, Zach Thornton purple chrome, Jay Bashir's lunar, Max Clark base chrome, Mike Bove fuchsia lunar crater, Tanner Hall teal wave, Spencer Nivens and Grayson Hitt base auto, Roderick Arias green chrome, Paul Skeens base, Jake DeLeo base auto, Colton Emerson draft picks and prospects insert to 250, Chase Davis refractor, Joe Vetrano base auto, Devin Saltabon speckle, Max Clark base, Justin Reimer base auto, and then going across the back, Tyshawn Walton on the number to 75 yellow, Matt Shaw, probably hit number 3, I would say, on the base auto. The Cole Schoenwetter and Hunter Holland Multicolor papers, numbered to 199 and numbered to 10. Travis Honeyman on the green grass. CJ Kaifas on the blue. Garrett Forrester on the blue wave auto. The mood ring of Jacob Gonzalez. And Ralphie Velasquez on the green, numbered to 99 auto. Let's see. You're in a player break for 4 jumbos. 12 autos called. Break is all you know. You're in a break for 4 jumbos. Yeah, Jason. So that's going to be the next break that starts at 10:30. So in 8 minutes. So I'm going to be logging off of this one now because we just finished the 2 super jumbo break, and that one's going to be starting right after this one. So keep an eye on the YouTube page. I'll get that one posted in just a few minutes, right after I clear space for it, and then we'll get started on that one. People are going stupid over Clark, says Steve. Do class of 23 autos not coming supers? I don't know yet. I actually have never noticed that specifically before Kaboom. Alright guys, logging off of this one, and I'll see you guys back here in probably now about 7 minutes.